Scentz and Glam, and today I will be making crackling firewood scented candles. So if you guys would like to continue watching this video, follow along step by step. I'll show you my process on doing these cute little candles. So stay tuned, stand by. So as I was mentioning before, I'm going to be making crackling firewood candles. And I want to show you the fragrance oil that I will be using. It is by Nature's Garden. It's a 16-ounce, oh my god, bottle. And this is how it looks like, by Nature's Garden, crackling firewood. So if you guys want to get this fragrance oil, you guys can go to candlepro.com and get this fragrance oil. I do recommend them. Sorry. They are fairly priced, and the scents taste. Oh my god! Smell. The fragrances smell really good. Alright, so let's continue, and I will show you now the vessels that I will be using today. I will be using these. They look like wood, and it'll match perfectly with the fragrance that I will be using. And these vessels are from Arts and Crafts, and they are 8-ounce little vessels. So if you guys want to go to Arts and Crafts and check out their vessels, they are also fairly priced, and they come in I think packs of 12 for a fairly good price. So if you guys want to go there and you know, just look at all their vessels that they have. Let me continue on with the next step on what I'm gonna do. Alrighty, so the first step that I will be making, as always, I am going to be disinfecting these vessels, and just to make sure that everything in here, like there's no dust particles or any other type of foreign objects in this, so it will allow the wicks to stick properly and they don't fall off while they're on their last burn. And excuse my mess I got around here. I have a lot going on, and yeah. So what you want to do first is grab some rubbing alcohol, and just grab a paper towel and just put a little bit on the paper towel, not too much. But then you're gonna grab the vessels and you're just gonna clean all inside. Make sure you get it all and dry them up. Just make sure you get all that debris out in there, or any other gunk that may be on there, just so we allow the wicks to stick well. Okay. Alright, so we got the vessels cleaned up now, and I am now going to be adding the wicks. We're gonna be using CD6 wicks. We're gonna be using 2 of them, and you can get these wicks from Candle Science. That's candlescience.com. I believe it's like You can get 100 of them for like 10 bucks. So I'm gonna be adding these wicks on now. And what I use to place these wicks so they don't, you know, move, and I get them on there kind of as even as possible as I can. I grabbed a straw and I cut it in half, well, a little more than half, and then all you want to do is just slide it through. And if you could see, it slid through just like that, and now you have what looks like this. And then you just want to place your wicks as even as possible in the center. And then we'll go to the next one. So that one's done. And just keep doing the same thing. Alright, so I'm almost done here. One more wick, and then we can move on. Alrighty, so let me just take this off the stand real quick and I'll show you all of them. Alright, so I got all my wicks on there, all ready to go. Alrighty, so let me put this back on the stand and then we can continue. Alright, so the next step I want to do is put some warning labels on the bottom of these jars, and I will be using these pink cute little ones. And normally I make my warning stickers, but I saw these on Amazon, these warning labels, and I just got them. I think there was like 500 of them for a few bucks. I forgot exactly how much they were, but yeah, Amazon is also just a place where I tend to get a lot of my stuff. But like I said, I normally make my own warning labels and other labels. So we'll just be putting all these labels on now. Okay. And we continue to the next one. Okay, alright, so I got all my warning labels on, and before I get the wax going and stuff, I just want to show you guys the wick holders that I will be using. They're like from my middle finger to my wrist. They're pretty long, and I actually like these ones for bigger vessels, but I do use my smaller ones. Let me compare them over here for you guys. Ah, I dropped them. So you guys could see the size difference. Alrighty, let me pick up these. Okay. Alright. Alright, so let's go to the next step. Alrighty, so next I'm going to be pouring my wax, and if you guys want to know the wax that I am using all natural soy wax from Bulka Potacari, if I'm saying it correctly. So you guys can grab some soy wax from there. And I will be using this large pitcher, and I'm going to be putting it on my scale. But first let me zero out everything so I know the exact measurement that I will be using. Alright, so the setup I got here is not too good of a setup because I'm still trying to find something that I can put my wax melter in a better place so I don't have to keep moving it and then risk, you know, spilling the wax everywhere. But this is what I have to work with for now. I have heated the wax on my warmer over here to between 200, yeah, like around 200, and then we're gonna mix in the fragrance oil at 185. And I won't be putting any dye or anything, it's just going to be plain white. So let's pour this wax for now. Alrighty. Alright, now that we got that poured, we'll move on to the next step. I just wanted to show you real quick the setup that I got over here with the wax melter before we move on to the next step. And if you guys saw me just move that wax melter to pour, like I said, I'm still trying to find something better to put this wax melter on, And the only thing that sucks is that the cord that comes with this wax melter is kind of short, but it's what I have to deal with right now. But making it work, and I'm making candles out the ass if I can even say that. But yeah, so let me continue to the next step. Alright, so I've measured out my fragrance oil in my little measuring cup. And if you want to know where I got this little measuring cup from, see if you guys can see it on there good. I got it from Amazon, so again, it was a fairly good price. Excuse me. Alright, so I have my wax at 185 right now. Now I'm gonna pour my fragrance oil, and then I'm going to mix for about 2 minutes just to get the fragrance oil mixed well with the wax. And I'm going to be using this to help me mix it. So I'll see you guys in about, well, in a little bit, because I have to mix it for 2 minutes and then we have to let it cool down to 165, and then we would be able to pour. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, so now we got our wax cooled down to 165. Excuse me. And I will make a quick mix and then we will begin to pour. Okay, pour time. Alright, so for showing purposes, I will be showing you 2 of them out of the 4 that I've made. Did I say testing purposes? Alright, so I'm putting these, making these centered as possible. And then we wait for them to cool. And then we can move on to putting my toppings decor on there. Alright, I'm gonna cut the top of the wicks a little bit. I sometimes like doing this just because it moves around less. Alright, I'm going to center them as best as possible. And then I'll show you a closer look. So once these are cooled down, I will be adding, oops, sorry, my finger got in the way. I will be adding these roselle flowers. It kind of imitates the look of wood, so I'll be like sprinkling them over the top of them once they cool down, and then we will see the end result. And then, but right now we are going to play the waiting game. So you guys again in a little bit. Alrighty, so my candles are now done cooling, and I will be adding the dried flowers on there to make it look a little more woodsy like. So the first thing I'm going to do is just cut the wicks a little shorter. As you can see, they came out a little bit, you know, pretty smooth. But I'm gonna hit it with the heat gun just to make sure they're extra smooth, and so I can also add the dried flowers. So let me take out a few of these out first before I do anything. Alright, so I'm going to hit it with the heat gun real quick. Let's start with one first. Alright. Okay, so that's my first one. Gonna let that cool down, and then I'm going to go to the next one. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna let these all cool down, and then I'll show you guys the end result. But for now, I'll just show you a quick close-up before they're completely cooled. That's going to be how they end up looking. Alright, so these candles are now completely dry, and you guys can see the end result. Alright, so if you'd like to support me, follow me on Instagram at scentz&glam candle. Also, check out my website, scentz&glam.ecwid.com. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. And that is all. I'll see you guys next time on my next video, whatever video that may be. Thanks for watching, guys.